But he emptied himself of it. He gave it all up for us. He emptied himself of his glory for us. How do we get the Father's robe? Because Jesus was disrobed and stripped naked before he was nailed to the cross. How do we get the family ring? Jesus gave up his ring. Philippians 2, he became nothing. How do we get sandals on our feet? Because according to John's Gospel, before they put him on the cross, Jesus permitted the soldiers to take his sandals away. How do we get into the Father's feast? Because Jesus took the cup of wrath and drank it so that you and I could enjoy the cup of joy. In a word, God made him who knew no sin to be sin for us, so that we might become the righteousness of God. So Jesus is our true older brother. Jesus is our true older brother. Can you believe that? Would you believe it if he told you so in his own words? Hebrews chapter 2, verse 11. So now, Jesus and the ones he makes holy have the same Father. This is why Jesus is not ashamed to call them his brothers and sisters. Who's them? It's us. It's us. It's those of us who see Jesus as the one who pays our debt. It's those of us who see him as the one who saves us from being lost. And here's the wonderful and incredible irony. Only one older brother is ever justified speaking the words that are spoken in this parable. Father, I've never disobeyed your orders. And it isn't the older brother in the parable. It's Jesus. If anyone was an insider, which is what the elder brother was really sinning about, right? Being self-righteous, and he's in the family. If anyone was an insider, it was Jesus. From all eternity, Jesus was inside, a part of the Holy Trinity. You can't get any more inside than that. But rather than enjoy that right, Jesus gave it up. He came to earth and obeyed every order and command that the Father gave him, and was ultimately forsaken by God the Father, so that we, who are the absolute outsiders, could be brought home again and brought into God's family. Jesus left home to seek and to search for us. And after a long and arduous search, he found us in a pigsty, of all places. And then lovingly and at such great cost to himself, he lifted us up out of the mire and the dung and put us on his shoulders, and he carried us home joyfully. And he gave us his robe, his sandals, his ring, his feast, his place at the table, his wealth. It's all ours at great cost to him, at his expense. Well, you either believe this message or you don't. And if you believe this message, it transforms you from the inside out. It has to. It transforms you from a Christian, a Bible-believing Christian, into a gospel disciple of Jesus Christ. A disciple. Who wouldn't want to offer themselves to someone like this? Our true older brother. When we see the beauty of what Jesus has done for us, it attracts us to him. All the love and the affirmation and the comfort and the honor that we've been seeking in other things and in other places, it's ours. We find it in him. And the beauty of what Jesus has done for us also eliminates our fear. If the Lord of the universe, the second member of the Holy Trinity, is willing to experience this for us, then what is there left to fear in life or in death? And finally, the beauty of what Jesus has done for us enables us to love our enemies and to befriend sinners. sinners. As gospel believers, we know that when we look at a broken person, when we look at someone who's messed up and poor and addicted and you name it, we're simply looking in a mirror. We're looking in a mirror. Because the only reason that we're in the feast of salvation is because the ultimate rich man, Jesus Christ, became poor for us. That's the highlight of the parable of the prodigal God. Well, we've certainly mined a lot of insights from this parable over the last several weeks. Most amazing, in my opinion, is today's insight about Jesus Christ being our true older brother. But still, there's one more mother lode, and we're going to mine that 7 days from today. So until then, God bless you, and I'll hand it over to our band.